Hey guys, so I'm going to go over like some things for online students. If you're an online student, you need certain specs on your computer to handle the software. So make sure to check your computer. In the syllabus, the computer requirements for online students section, there are a couple videos in here to help you locate your Windows system specs if you have a Windows machine. If you have a Mac, here's a video link for you to watch. And then this little link here will take you to the Adobe Photoshop system requirements, which Photoshop is, our most robust program that we're going to be using. So just make sure that your RAM is around 16 gigabytes or more, and that your graphics card is around this amount, and that you have some hard disk space. So your processor, 8 to 16 gigs, things like that. This is the Mac requirements. So just make sure you check this out before starting the program, or before starting this class rather, and make sure that you have access to a computer that can run the software. If possible, I would suggest switching to face-to-face if it's not coming into conflict with other classes that you're signed up for. It's going to be a little bit easier to figure out if you don't have a computer. You can also use the library. The library has 2 computers with the software installed on them, so you can definitely do that as well. You won't have to purchase the software. If you live in Havre, you can use the computers in the library. You can also come into the Mac Lab in Cowan Hall 112, room 112, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So any of those times. So if you're not able to make it onto campus, just check your computer, make sure it's powerful enough to run the programs. We're going to be using Photoshop first, then Illustrator, then InDesign over the course of the class that we're taking here. You don't need to purchase the software immediately. We'll probably start using Photoshop in week 2 of this course. I'll let you know when that time comes. I'll give you a warning. I would suggest purchasing the month-to-month plan for around $35 a month. Doing it for a month and then canceling it. You do not get any money refunded if you cancel before a certain period on the $35 a month plan. You can also do the month-to-month plan paid annually, which is around $23 a month. You can also do that, but you have to be careful with that because you can get some hefty cancellation fees if you don't cancel before the 14-day mark. So if you do the month-to-month plan paid annually, which is around $23 a month, and you cancel before the 14-day mark, you can get that software for free for 13-ish days. But you have to be really careful when you do that. You're kind of playing with fire. You need to make sure that you are getting all your work done in that 13-day period, and that you're not accidentally going over and then having to pay hefty fees. So if you go to this little link here, or it's actually kind of a big link, but it will take you to this page. I would suggest you follow that, and this is where you can find your plans. But the Photoshop, it says $22 a month, which is a little bit misleading. If we go to See Plan and Pricing Details here, you can see the monthly is $35. Cancel anytime, no fee. You don't get any refunds for anything if you cancel before the end of the month. You can do the annual plan paid monthly for $22.99 a month. If you cancel before 14 days, you get your money back, I believe. Or the fee applies if you cancel after 14 days. So I think you still have to pay the $22. If you cancel after 14 days, your service will continue till the end of the month, and you if you cancel after, then you'll be charged an early termination fee. So you have to be careful about that 14-day mark if you end up doing that. This is the safest way to do it, but if you want to try and get it for 14 days for free, I think you can do this one, but I'm not suggesting that you do that. I know students will do that to save money, but just make sure you're doing that right. Tread lightly. Make sure you're setting reminders on your calendar and on your phone to remind you to cancel the subscription before the 14-day mark. Okay, so that's basically it. Make sure that you are downloading the correct version to Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. The icons look like this, so don't get any of the beta versions. They're going to look a little different if you do a beta version. So yeah, just make sure if you're an online student that you are checking out your computer, making sure it can run the software, and then that you are checking out the software plans and making sure you find one that works for you, and that you're paying attention to dates if you decide to go with the cheaper plan that you would have to cancel before the 14-day mark. So just a quick overview of what's required there. If you can switch to face-to-face, I recommend doing that. It's a fun class to do face-to-face. It's fun online too, but you know, if you don't want to have to worry about this stuff, then switch to face-to-face. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.